Hello my friends, this is FC7, and today I'm going to share my playthrough of the Enchanter Epic 1.5 pre-quest. This is the quest that will get you flagged for starting your actual 1.5 if you do not have the 1.0, and it all begins in the Lake of Ill Omen with a Bloodgill Mimic. He is located right near the entrance to Vexar at around negative 234 plus 194. So you go through his dialogue, and to start this, it actually intersects with another quest called Release Garudon. So you need to start that quest directly after going through the dialogue with the Mimic, and you will need to go to the spot on the map right near the lake, in the Lake of Ill Omen. You will need to talk to the skeleton, go through his dialogue. Actually, he's not a skeleton, he's an XR. Sorry about that. The name threw me off. So after you go through his dialogue, you need to go into Vexar itself and find the spirit of Garudon. And here on the map I have it right here. So he is an invisible guy right outside of the temple. So he's kind of hard to find considering he's invisible, but his text is right above his head, so what you need to do is get his quest, and he will ask you to collect 4 dragon Boneshards, and they drop from various mobs inside the temple. At this point in the quest, it does take a long time for these shards to drop. The drop rate is very, very low, so I was here quite a number of days. This quest, it's a short quest, but there are some time sinks, and this is one of them, collecting the Boneshards. Maybe it will be easier for somebody else who does this. So, in order to get the item you need for the Mimic, you need to collect the 4 Boneshards, hand them into the invisible guy, and then Garudon himself, the dragon, will spawn inside the temple. So just hand those in to the spirit and go into the temple, and the dragon you need that drops the statue will be right in the theater area there. So there he is. So now you loot the statue after defeating him, and you need to go back to the Mimic, but we'll defeat him first. He is a really easy mob to defeat. I'm doing this quest as a level 105. So let's see. There's the statue along with a few other items that are pretty good for like level 60 or 70 characters. So now hand that into the Mimic, and he will send us to SSRA after you do the dialogue here. And you need to find a skeleton in the basement area. Should be coming up. The Sora's Imitator. This is right near where you do the Sora's Worker's Pouch quest, if you're familiar with that. Well, it's more like a drop. It's a clicky where you can summon some knives, but it's right around that area if you're familiar with the game. So now he will send you to kill a Shizar Lorekeeper, and I'll show you the location where I found the Lorekeeper from the entrance to the temple. And you will need to loot an illegible tome. So it's right up here. And I found him right down the hallway here, but I think he might be in the area if he's not a spawn at this particular spot on your server. And you'll need to loot a crumbling tome. So after you loot the crumbling tome, you have to give it back to the imitator you were just at in the basement area. So we'll do the hand in. So at this point he's going to give you a legible tome, which is right here. And now you'll need to go to Akanen and find an NPC named Wilgar Felnog. But it's really easy when you get to the entrance here just to use the find button and locate him that way. And you'll need to go through his dialogue. So after the dialogue is over, he's going to give you a 6-slot compacting satchel, and you'll need to go to the Plane of Hate and kill as many Forsaken Reverence as you can to loot the Fine Insidious gloves, halo, manacle, pantaloons, sleeves, and slippers. Make sure that they say Fine Insidious before them, or else a combine will not work. And you combine them to create an Insidious bundle, and then you hand this back to Wilgor. But beware the Reverence. This is a very low drop rate again. It took me a few days to get all the items I needed, so it was very time consuming. So after the turn-in, he will give you the Gnomish translating device, and you need to go to the Burning Woods and find a Sarnak imitator. And I have a location on the screen. It's at around negative 1198, negative 398, and give him the legible tome and the Gnomish translating device, and you are now done with the quest and ready to start the 1.5. So any questions or comments, leave them below. Thank you for watching.